After a 2-week break, Sholing were at home to Cinderford in the Southern League on Saturday. Sholing were looking to end their barren run, while the visitors made their first appearance under new boss Alex Sykes. Here are the thoughts from both managers.
Obviously, Cinderford at home, it must be really difficult to plan your team, obviously, with a new manager coming in on the away side.
Yeah, just our luck really, you know. I just said to the lads, but at the end of the day, you make your own luck as well, don't you? I mean, you know, we've had players out, it's been well documented, and we've still got 2 or 3 out, but it is what it is at the moment, you know. It's so early in the season. We didn't get carried away when we got, you know, Club of the Month award for September. So, you know, this is we've had a chance to reset for the last 2 weeks really. We've signed obviously Sami Makhloufi, so he's going to be a great asset for us. You said to the lads, you know, I think they've been under a little bit of pressure really because, you know, it's been a poor run we've been on. I don't think it's been out by the 2 cup games which we lost, obviously, you know, one by penalties as well. But no, it'll be a tough game today. Got to say, most teams or clubs. You know, when they get insert a new manager, they get a reaction from the players because the players want to see. But my crowd is no different. You know, I just said to them, I need to see a reaction today, really, from 2 weeks ago, and that's what we're looking for.
Obviously, an improvement where we are. League table probably doesn't lie even after 10 games. So my job definitely is to get a few smiles back on faces, and that only comes from winning football matches. You know, we're well organised. We've got some good quality. It might be something I need to add to, but for my money, today especially, the lads have got a bit of a free hit really because it's not like they're on trial, but it's the first time I've seen them live. I've seen plenty of videos, but it's the first time I've seen them live. So from my point of view, I want to see a good showing, a positive outlook, and fingers crossed some points on the board.
As the players came onto the pitch, ahead of kick-off, both sides paid their respects to servicemen and women who have given up their lives in conflict. It was Cinderford that got us underway, kicking from right to left at the McCoy Stadium. The visitors started brightly as this attempt fell wide of the goal. Harry Emmett's cross was met by the head of Ben Brooks and Gosney got down well. It was offside anyway. Gosney's blushes were spared as his clearance was met by the head of an attacker but was never hitting the target. A long ball from Mitch Byrne was collected well by the new signing Sami Makhloufi, who did well to beat a defender before firing this shot onto the top of the crossbar from just outside the area. Sholing were given a free kick on the edge of the box, and Claudio stepped up, but his effort couldn't beat the wall. Marv McLean's clipped ball into the box was met by the head of Brad Target, but the winger couldn't direct it on target. It was Marv again who engineered some space on the left before firing this shot high and wide of the goal. This pinpoint ball from Claudio found Dan Mason, whose effort was collected easily by Nicholas Jones. This late challenge from Luke Payne was enough for the referee to dish out the first caution of the game. Another free kick for Sholing in an identical area to the previous one. This time Dan Mason stood up, but the outcome was the same as the wall stood firm. A good run down the left from Brad Target eventually saw him finding Claudio at the back post, but the winger's attempt was stifled by Jones. Right at the end of the first half, the away side had their best chance, with Duncan's acrobatic effort threatened to lob Gosney, who managed to claw the ball into the path of Emmett, who fired over from a couple of yards out. a let-off for Sholing. The Boatmen started lively in the second, when Brad Targett's effort was blocked well by a defender. Marv McLean showed his class when he turned Duncan inside out before being fouled. And Jake Coates' free kick caused a bit of pinball on the edge of the area, but it wasn't enough to create any danger as Cinderford managed to clear their lines. A misplaced clearance was met by the head of Byron Mason, who found Jake Cope, and the substitute managed to bring the ball down before unleashing this attempt that whistled over the crossbar. With 5 minutes left to play, this tackle by Claudio was adjudged to have been reckless by the referee, and the reaction of the away side didn't help matters. Eventually leading to a red card for the number 7.
What are you doing there? Amateur!
The 10 men of Sholing had another chance to test Jones in the Cinderford goal, when Jake Coates' clever free kick was tipped away for a corner. With moments left to play, the away side had a free kick of their own that was cleared away, and the referee brought proceedings to an end. 0-0 was probably a fair result. Here are the thoughts from both managers.
Must be delighted with that and the performance from your team. What did you make of it?
Pleased, yeah, very even. I think a draw, probably a fair result. I think half time we came in, I think we had the better chances possibly, arguably just about. Their keeper was a bit busier than ours. I think overall probably a points fair result, but first and foremost to get a clean sheet for my boys, that would be brilliant. That's a great start moving forwards for me. And then the bits in the final third, yeah, a bit more clinical. We might have seen it out, we might have got 3, but one of them I think it's probably a fair result on the day.
What do you make of the performance and the result?
Yeah, performance, to be honest with you, it wasn't too bad. I mean, you know, result obviously disappointing, but it's no easy game in this league, you know. That's what we said right from day one. You know, it's anybody you play, you're going to get a tough day against. You know, Cinderford were 2-0 up against Thatcham Town, and Thatcham Town beat them 3-2. So, you know, like I say, everywhere you go, every game is a tough game. There's one or two, you know, opportunities which we had, which we didn't sort of make the most of in the first half, I thought. But no, you know, it was a fair result at the end of the day. I don't think either team deserved to win, so I think a draw was a fair result.